I think this is critical, and we've worked with many different divisions where they've ensured that their board is understanding how is the collaborative response work happening within our schools, and what is the impact that we're seeing for students, that it becomes very much a informing and supporting that the reason that we are seeing or intending to see impact in our board determined and approved priorities is through this set of structures and processes that we've established at the school. So I think this doesn't mean having board involved in the micromanaging. We know that that role is governance, but to have that understanding so that when there is a search that happens for a chief executive officer, for a chief superintendent, that there is a board saying this is an important component of how we exist as an organization, and that it becomes part of that hiring process from the superintendency level. And again, like we've talked in other podcasts, we hope every time we bring in new leaders that there's new perspectives, new experiences, new things that are going to help us continue to grow, but that we don't put ourselves in a place of we're going to do a 180 and now schools are left really struggling in that reality.
But then at the same time, there needs to be consideration in regards to how do we keep our board informed about what is the power and impact of collaborative response. So those districts who are currently engaged, just taking this as a takeaway is, how do you have conversations with your board members at board meetings about how collaborative response is impacting student learning, how it's impacting staff efficacy, and how it's impacting the collaborative culture across schools. And if the boards understand that, then that becomes integral to the questions that are asked when they're hiring a new superintendent or hiring new districts.
So 3 very specific things that we can provide out to listeners that we've seen. In some cases, we've been asked to come in and do a 60-minute overview for board, and that's great to be able to have it coming in directly. In other cases, we've seen either central office personnel doing some reporting out of this is the work we've done, this is what it looks like, or they've invited in principals to say, here's how the work is impacted. But I think one of the best ways I've seen is being able to share student success stories, to be able to share, let us show you one child's experience in the division and all the different components of collaborative response that impacted that success. I think when boards can see that impacts.